death penalty. It's been in the United States since the beginning of this country's history. Over that time, there have been thousands and thousands that have been killed by the penalty. Recently, however, support has declined. 19 states in the United States have abolished the death penalty, shown in blue, while the remaining still have it in use. Most people assume that if somebody is on death row, then surely they must be guilty, because there obviously must be things put in place for the justice system that make it to where an innocent person could never be put on death row. However, that is sadly not true. Once, there was a man who spent 14 years on death row in Iowa, all because of mishandling of evidence from prosecution. DNA technology had come out 14 years later that proved him to be innocent. Now, it is impossible to know really how many people this has happened to that never got the chance to be let free because there was never any DNA technology. However, it is safe to say that this has sadly happened more than once. A study by the University of Michigan found out that 4.1% of inmates are not guilty. However, only 1.7% of those guilty are actually exonerated or let out of prison. So clearly that is a gap. And that gap is alarming because that means that there are innocent people that are being put to death. It's raised by either human rights organizations or what have you. There's an organization in Alabama that is composed entirely of death row inmates. One of these inmates states that if you are poor and you fit the bill of what they are looking for, you get the death penalty. He also states that there are no rich people on death penalty. Another article highlights that the death penalty, which has been around for thousands of years, is against the Eighth Amendment. The Eighth Amendment states that there shall be no unnecessary or cruel punishment towards citizens. Now, if any, and this includes psychological torment, however, being put on death row for 15 years before you're put to death is, however, not considered psychological torment, which does not make any sense. Now, more support is needed by the public of America to actually abolish the penalty nationwide. This is because there are many laws that need to be written in order to get rid of the death penalty nationwide over the entire United States. An article written by James E. Coleman states that the death penalty will be abolished, but only after the public loses its faith in it. Now, there are many ways that you can support the abolishment of the death penalty. There are numerous nonprofit organizations that seek to spread awareness